Hey guys, Keith here, and I'm about to play a game. Looking forward to it, actually. I feel like I've been playing better now that I've started recording these videos and paying attention, and especially the analysis afterwards has been helping me out. So, okay, game aborted. That was quick. Let's try another one. Oh, now we're black. Playing a guy rated 927. Whoops. I'm playing on my tablet, so I'm a little bit more fond of playing with the mouse, not with the trackpad. Okay, he's playing Queen's Gambit. Let's just take. And let's get our knight out. See how this goes. I've been playing the Queen's Gambit. You'd think I would have a better idea of maybe how to play against it, but I don't yet. Yeah, I was mentioning, so I had some games earlier that, one game in particular, I was white and black was playing the Philidor. That's an interesting move. I think I just want to try to get castled quickly, if I can. Anyway, black was playing the Philidor, and if you don't play that just right, then I know that there's some tactics you can do and win a queen or really chase the king around. And for the life of me, I thought for sure they had made some mistakes and that I could capitalize on it. Couldn't figure it out, but when I analyzed it later, sure enough, if I would have reversed this move order that I did, I would have been able to win the queen. So I feel like I'm getting better recognizing when something funky's going on, but I'm not quite there yet for figuring out what to do about it. So maybe that's coming soon. I'm looking forward to it if it's the case. I'm juicing. I got Red Bull, so maybe that'll help me win. Not sponsored by Red Bull, not yet anyway. Okay, bringing the queen out. I don't think there's anything too fancy to be done yet. So, I did manage to block in my light squared bishop, so that's awesome. I don't know how many times I tell myself not to do that, and then I do it. Makes no sense. Now I'm about to block in it even more. If I move my knight there. Now, maybe I'll make a pawn move. Make some space for my bishop. Seems like an odd move. Okay, well, I'm looking at moving my C pawn up. I'm also looking at bringing the knight over. What else could I do? It'd be cool to get the knight over here, but it'd only be protected by I think I'll just move my knight out. I don't see any crazy threats from him yet, so. Oh, there we go. Now he's trying to get the battery going. Bring the queen in over here. Okay. Wow, he walked that up all the way over there nice and slowly. If I can counter that properly, then maybe I can have a bit of a lead on development here. How can I see it coming. What can I do about it? Okay, my knight is, this is me using the mouse pad, trackpad. My knight is protecting that right now, so I guess he's gonna try to bring his knight into there. So I can stop that by going there. Okay, let's go h6. I think that solves the knight from coming in. Be cool if we could get it as king, to keep his king from castling. Okay. He is going to be pushing that pawn to try to kick my knight out, right? Okay, so the idea, I believe, is push the pawn, try to make my knight move so that then he can come in here. So what could I do now? Take the pawn. That doesn't really get me anywhere. He takes with the queen. Could I threaten anything? I could just push my pawn to block him. Then what? He takes this mouse pad. I'm not even going to try to draw arrows. Okay, so I push my pawn to e5. He captures on e5. I capture. I'm just going to do that. I'm not even going to think it through because I have to stop that pawn from going forward anyway, right? So I'm still making blunders. Last few games, I had a couple games where I just flat out left a piece. Well, that's interesting. I didn't even see that. So now he's sacrificing a piece so that he can get my king opened up. It's a pretty good idea, I guess. Does it work? He's being pretty aggressive here. I guess I have to take it, yeah? If I take it, what happens? I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, so I have been blundering pieces still, just completely leaving them out there. I don't mind losing to some tactic where they set me up and don't see that right now, but to just flat out give a piece, I feel like everyone should be able to keep themselves from doing that. How that even happens is beyond me. Okay, he just took my pawn. Now I can take with my knight on d7, or I could take with my bishop. Guess I'll take with my knight. What can I do here? Actually, I can bring my knight over, couldn't I? Block there. And then I'd be putting pressure on his queen from my bishop. Oh, that's protected. You could just move over. What happens if I move over? You know what? I think I'm just going to do that. I didn't really think through all the different options probably as much as I should have. I don't like my king being out in the open like that anyway, so I feel like if I just move the king over to h8, he's still kind of vulnerable. His king's still right out in the middle. Wow. Fork. Bummer. Is there an in-between move I can do? Okay, I see a couple things. One, I could move that there. Could move my knight to h5, putting pressure on his queen. Two, I could move my rook to e8. That way he can't move the pawn. What's better? If I move the rook over here and then get that queen to move out of the way. I think I need to develop anyway. I'm going to try this. I need to get some pieces into the attack. He's probably the castle, yeah. Okay. So now let's move here. Okay, that knight is unprotected. My knight over on h5 is unprotected, so the queen could take that. And I still have the bishop on d6 under attack. So what to do? What if I go here? I feel like I'm getting myself in a bit of a mess here. Thinking about trying to get my bishop here, because he can take my rook. Hopefully he doesn't do that. If he does, she just did. If I could get this knight to here, that's not gonna work. I'm trying to think of some funny stuff. What if I move this out here? Would he fall for taking that rook? In which case I could checkmate him. I'm gonna try it, because I think I'm in a tough spot here. Oh. Oh. Oh man. Did he get out of it? I didn't realize that after I took the rook that it puts me in check. Yes! I snuck my way out of that one. Oh man. That was funny. I shouldn't play like that, but that was a bit sneaky. I can't believe it worked. Yeah, really, I should probably have looked through the different lines and played something legit, but I went for the Hail Mary. Enticed him with a rook. Yeah, that worked out. That's pretty fun. He's gonna be kicking himself on that one. Oh. I think I got lucky. Well, anyway, I just want to see in the beginning where, if I got myself into some trouble right off the bat, or if I was making decent moves, or what. So we'll analyze it here. That was a fun win. If that didn't work out, if he saw it and just took my bishop instead of the rook, I think I was going to be toast. Okay, black, 10 excellent, 2 good, 3 inaccuracies, 1 mistake, and 3 blunders. White, 9 excellent, 4 good, 2 inaccuracies, 2 mistakes, 2 blunders. Okay, let's see how long it takes before I start making bad moves. Okay, just developing here. That one I thought was a little odd to play for him. Hey, we were still going strong all the way up until move 7. And then that was an inaccuracy. And even like as soon as I looked at it on the analysis, as soon as I moved it, it kind of just like looks out of place. I don't know why, but it just does. Maybe it's because I'm looking at the stockfish telling me that it's out of place. Now all of a sudden it looks obvious. Okay, anyway. A better move was c5. Well, yeah, that was my idea, was to, I think if I remember correctly, was to move that out and then go c5. So maybe I was on the right track. But it's saying I should just went c5 right off the bat. I can see that, because I have my bishop there to protect it. So, okay, he makes a mistake, moving his bishop back. I made a good move. All right, it's good to know. h6, keeping his knight away. It looks like I'm making some pretty decent moves here. I'm happy to see that. Look at that, I'm getting some excellent moves in this opening. And then, still, well, that was an inaccuracy. A better move was moving my other knight to g4. Okay, I did consider that too, didn't I? I remember considering that. So it says that would have been the better one. Yeah. I guess that knight would have been protected by my bishop here. The reason why I didn't do that, I think if I remember correctly, was because I felt like this knight was doing a good job protecting the center. On the original it was doing a good job of protecting h7. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, and that was a definite mistake. That's a blunder, it says. The best move was knight g4, so it was still saying I needed to get that out of the way, which makes sense. Also, on the move before, when it was telling me to move knight g4, it was because of this, I guess. Because of this fork. So that's basically where I went wrong, I think. This is the main moment. I was doing pretty well up until here, and then until here, and then this is where I went wrong. This move 14, 15. That's when I got myself in trouble. And then I'm not even going to look at the rest of it, because once I got myself in trouble, then it was just a scramble, basically. Well, I will look at the rest of it. That was a pretty fun win. Okay, you talked me into it. I'll look at the rest of it. So then I know that he can come down here and get my rook. When I moved my queen out initially, I didn't realize that. I was just trying to protect the knight, but as soon as I moved it out and started looking around, then I realized, oh, the rook's hanging. So probably better off the move before. Not worry about that knight. Okay, anyway, so he comes and takes it, and then we try to lay a trap, and it happened to work. See, even this, it has it as a blunder. Obviously, it is a blunder. He can just take the bishop, and he's in a really good spot to put the hammer down on me already. But we enticed him with a rook, and he was going to be able to put me in check. So, you know, probably I would have done the same thing. You know, I wouldn't have thought about it. You know, beginners like to snatch pieces and put people in check. So we lucked out. He went for it. Took the rook. Got a block. And the checkmate. That was fun. Okay, that's all. Well, thanks for watching. If you watched, please subscribe, and I'll put some more videos on, continue the journey, see if I can climb the ratings. It's not going to be, it's going to take me a while. But anyway, that was fun for me. Hopefully it was fun for you. And hopefully you subscribe and give me a like and say hello. Thanks. See you next time.